said beforehand, that fourth one's always the toughest one to get.
Yeah, it is. And, I thought for the most part we played a really solid game tonight. We didn't give up much again. And I mean, I thought in overtime we brought it to another level. And, so you win some, you lose some. So, we're going to have to go up there and try and get the job done. That's all.
Do you worry about a game like this sort of lingering, seeping into tomorrow?
No. The talk after the game was simple. We're just going to have to go up there and try and win one here. We play the way we did in overtime for 60 minutes, and we'll have a great opportunity of winning that game.
Goaltending is always a big thing in the playoffs. I mean, Gaudreau's been like that all year. I mean, he's former first-round pick.
I mean, he's excellent. We knew that coming in the series, and you got to give him credit. He's been great, and we got to find ways to beat him though. We got to get more traffic, get guys in front of him, and just work harder to try and score.
That second goal that they waved off offside, what was that, an offside play? Or?
Yeah, it was offside. We looked at it too. It was offside. Yeah, D'Amico was just off on the carryover. So.
I mean, that could have been a huge difference. You jumped 2-0. I mean, Pierre puts one off the post, I think, in that first period too. And
yeah, I mean, we hit a lot of posts, crossbars. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. We didn't do it, but again, we got a lot of confidence. No panic. We're up in the series here still, and we just got to go up there and get a win. And I think we got a good chance of doing that, especially the way we finished the game tonight.
Whatever it takes on the ice. Whatever it takes for each other.
Fans, wear your reds. Your wins are proud and wins are loud.
We need you to do whatever it takes.
You got the jump on him in that first period, just couldn't seem to extend it.
Yeah, I think we just didn't get enough traffic. Gaudreau is obviously a very talented player. Always making second saves, never gives up on plays, and for us, we just need to get more traffic and eyes in front of them. That's kind of how we scored in the first period. Didn't even see the pass come across because there was so much traffic. So I think we got away from that a little bit too much.
Is this part of the learning process to win?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really tough first series for us, and we got a lot of guys in the room that actually haven't ever played an OHL playoff game before this series. And a lot of guys don't have much experience other than that either. So we're learning as we're going along, and we're just trusting in the process. And hopefully we can get our power play going here. Like I said again, more traffic in front of that.
I was going to say, you get the first power play going and you go for the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I just think after that first one, again, Gaudreau, I thought, stood on his head, and they adjusted very well after the first goal. We were moving it around very quickly on the goal. A couple of one-touch passes back and forth to each other, moving it around, and after that, there wasn't a lot of holes or seams. They pretty much closed it up after that.
Do you worry about a game like this seeping into tomorrow night at all?
No. As a group, we've already talked about just it's in the past, behind us. Tomorrow's a new day. Let's go back and. Honestly, we just needed a lot of desperation, more desperation out of everyone. Our energy needs to be, everyone just needs to bring something tomorrow extra.
Do you think that opportunity, do you think it was in there in the overtime?
I don't know, it was close. I just saw him go for the rim, and I knew that it was going to come to the forehand, so threw it on net, and I don't know, we watched it on the iPad on the bench, and it looked close, but I'm not sure. If not, it was a great save. So,
is there a frustration level? Just, the offense came so easy at sometimes, and it's been such a struggle at certain points in this series.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, coming into the series, we knew that we had Gaudreau, and that he's one of the top goalies in the league for a reason, and I think he's shown that. But definitely some frustration, but I think we're just trying to get to the net and get rebounds on him, and I think that's the way that we're going to beat him. We got to get screens and make his job hard.
How do you put this one out of your mind quickly?
Honestly, just at midnight, I think that's a rule of ours, is kind of soak the loss until midnight, and then it's a new day tomorrow, and we got another chance to go up and finish them off tomorrow, and I think that's going to be a really big game, and I'm confident we can get it done.
The power play, still not getting the production you want from that first unit?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's been a tough process, and we've switched some things around, and I think we're just trying to find the answer right now, and I think tomorrow we're going to try to get some more shots. I don't know if we're getting too many shots on that power play. So at the end of the day, it comes down to us five. I'm going to be better. We all going to be better. And I think if we bring a better effort, we can get it done tomorrow.
I mean, you get the 1-0 lead in the first period. Pierre puts one off the post. Abrahams gets called back on the offside. If you get extended there, do you look back and say, what if?
No, not really. It's a game of bounces and luck, and honestly, tonight it was so close of a game that it just came down to the bounces and stuff like that, and they got the play at the end, and they made it count. So we had a lot of chances to make it count, and we didn't come through. So credit to them, and tomorrow I think we're gonna get the better end of them.
Do you guys think that with the tough beginning of the season that you had, with all those losses and those lessons that you learned at that time, do you think that the positive out of this could just be another big lesson for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, we still got a chance to finish them tomorrow night. What happened tonight is done, and I think what happened at the beginning of the year is we learned not to turn on each other. It's a team game, and you're not going to have every guy going full out. I mean, some guys are going to have bad games, but I think if we really stick together, and that's what we've learned to do, is not to point fingers. We can all be better. I can be better. My teammates can be better. And I think if we stick together, that's how we're going to get it done.
The whites versus B&B on the shirt?
Yeah, for sure. I think that team aspect really comes into play in playoffs. We're all giving it everything we got. And at the end of the day, it's a team sport. So we're trying to stick together and get it done.
Thanks, Matty.